Hi everybody, welcome to episode 9 of the Sweatpants Sessions. I completely filmed the first episode of this week's series with a concept in mind that I completely neglected to mention. Yesterday I was wearing my friend Andrea Zahn's t-shirt. Today I am wearing a Firefall t-shirt. This week is officially merch week. I've abandoned my prior Lindley-esque trait of trying to find the absolute worst colors that can match between sweatpants and t-shirts. This week I'm going to wear shirts from my friends, from other bands that I know, people that are important to me. So yesterday was Andrea's turn, and I completely neglected to mention that. Sorry, Andrea. If you don't know Andrea's music, she played fiddle with Vince Gill for many years. That's her you hear on Eliza Jane. She went from there to James Taylor's all-star band, where she's been happily residing for the better part of a decade, maybe a little longer. Today, this is my Firefall t-shirt. I went with my friend Peter Rodman to see Firefall here in Nashville at City Winery some years ago, and Sandy Ficca, the drummer from Firefall, gave me this shirt. I have a long history of admiration for those guys. A lot of folks know Firefall from the hit songs, Rick Roberts songs, his compositions, You Are the Woman, Just Remember I Love You, those songs. The first Firefall record I ever owned was 45 of You Are the Woman, and as I had something of a tendency to do in those days, I flipped it over and played the song on the flip side of the record, and it was a song called Sad Old Love Song, which was a Larry Burnett composition. And as I became more familiar with Firefall's work, I became more and more intrigued with Larry's songwriting, because Rick wrote the songs that seemed to find their way to the radio, and with the exception of Cinderella, which was the one real hit that folks know that Larry wrote, a lot of Larry's songs were, they were kind of the meat and potatoes to Rick's more commercial compositions, and that's not to say that either one of those things are better or worse than the other, but Larry was kind of the perfect foil for Rick in those days, in the Atlantic days when they were making those records. There was one particular song on the Undertow record that I almost recorded for an album I did back in 1996 or so, and it's always been one of my favorites. I've gotten to know Larry a little bit over the years. We actually almost started a collaboration on a record together in 2007, but it was much harder to collaborate long distance in 2007 than it is in this day and age, and we just never really managed to get in sync and get it off the ground. But I'm still a huge fan of Larry's songwriting, and he's still writing to this day and writing great stuff. Check him out if you can find it. This is one of my favorite Larry Burnett compositions. It's called Business is Business. Business is business, and friends are always friends. What kind of love is this where nothing ever mends? Well, baby, you treat me nice, it's paradise. Roll the dice and see. Business is business, you don't need me, you don't need me, baby. Well, silence is golden, and the truth will always hurt. The feelings you're holding inside will turn to dirt. Well, baby, you don't need that. Tell me that there's something good you see. If silence is golden, well, you don't need me. You don't need me hanging around. You don't need me to bring you down. You don't need me to catch your eye. You don't need me to tell you lies. You don't need me, baby. You don't need me. Thanks as always for stopping by. I will see you in the next episode. You guys continue to be careful and take care of each other out there, okay?